Hey, welcome back to QZ Stories, where ordinary lives collide with unbelievable twists. Imagine a perfect summer afternoon at the lake. The air smelled of barbecue, kids were laughing, the water sparkled under the sun. Then, without warning, a woman stormed toward us, clutching papers, her voice slicing through the joy. "This is my lake. Everyone out now." She thought she had all the power, until one simple truth froze her in place. It was one of those rare weekends when life felt perfect. My friends and family had gathered at the lake behind my cabin, a piece of land I'd saved years to buy. Folding chairs circled the fire pit, smoke curled from the grill, and the surface of the lake glistened like glass. Then came the sound. Footsteps, heavy, fast, purposeful, like someone charging into a battlefield. Heads turned. A woman in a sun visor, sunglasses pushed high, and a scowl so sharp it could cut glass came stomping toward us. Her arms clutched a thick stack of papers. The laughter died instantly. The only sound was the hiss of burgers on the grill. She stopped at the edge of our gathering, chest heaving. This was the infamous HOA Karen I had heard rumors about, but never dealt with. Until now. Her voice cracked like a whip. "You can't have guests here. This lake belongs to the community. HOA rules." Page 42. My guests froze, glancing at each other nervously. The kids went silent. Even the lake seemed to hold its breath. I set down my plate slowly, locking eyes with her. Calm, unmoving. "And who exactly do you think owns this land?" Her lips curled upward. Smug. "The HOA. And I'm here to enforce the rules." The tension thickened, hanging in the summer air. "Here's a question for you. What would you do if someone tried to kick your friends off your own property?" Karen strutted closer, dropping the papers onto our picnic table with a loud slap. Her manicured finger jabbed at the fine print. "See? No outside guests at the lake. It's all here in black and white." I leaned forward, scanning the text. None of this applied to me. Wrong address, wrong jurisdiction, wrong everything. But Karen was relentless. "Pack it up, all of you. I'll call the board. I'll call the police. You're done." My best friend muttered under his breath. "Is she for real? This isn't even her land." I raised a hand to silence him. Karen wanted chaos. She wanted fear. And she was used to people folding under pressure. I kept my tone calm. "Karen, maybe you should double-check before you embarrass yourself." Her grin widened. "Oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Rules are rules." I didn't move. My guests fidgeted, beginning to gather their belongings nervously. The heat of the sun mixed with the heat of tension. I could feel it building, like a storm on the horizon. Karen wasn't bluffing. She yanked out her phone. "Fine. If you won't listen, I'll make someone else deal with you." She dialed with shaky fingers, but her voice was confident. "Yes, officer, we've got trespassers at the HOA lake. A whole group. Please send someone quickly." My guests looked panicked now. "Dude, are we in trouble?" one asked. I shook my head, though my pulse quickened. Karen's power wasn't real. But the police showing up? That could make everything messy. 15 minutes later, the sound of tires crunching on gravel broke the silence. A police car pulled in, blue lights flashing against the water. Dust swirled in the sunlight. Karen straightened like a soldier, her smugness tripled. She waved her arm. "Over here, officer." Finally, the officer stepped out slowly, hand resting near his belt, scanning the scene. His eyes landed on me. "What seems to be the problem?" Karen rushed forward, pointing at us like a prosecutor. "They're trespassing, throwing a party on HOA property, breaking rules, disturbing the community. I demand you remove them immediately." The officer looked back at me, face unreadable. "Sir, is this true?" The moment hung heavy. Every eye was on me. My friends looked worried, Karen looked victorious, the officer looked expectant. I reached calmly into my bag, heart pounding. Slowly, I pulled out a folded leather folder. "My ID, my deed, my proof." "Actually, officer," I said evenly, "this lake is mine. Private property. fully deeded in my name. Karen here has no authority over it. The crowd held its breath. Even the birds seemed to stop. The officer took the papers, his brow furrowed. He unfolded the deed carefully, scanning the property lines, the notary stamp, the signatures. Karen leaned in, desperate. Don't listen to him. It's in the community. It has to be HOA land. The officer didn't answer. He turned the pages again, lips pressed tight. He glanced at me, then at Karen. My chest tightened. What if he didn't believe me? What if this turned into a nightmare anyway? The silence stretched on, seconds feeling like minutes. My guests shifted nervously. Karen's smirk flickered but held strong. Finally, the officer spoke, voice low. This deed says the lake is part of his property, purchased years before the HOA formed. Karen's face drained of color. No, that's impossible. That's wrong. He's lying. The officer shook his head slowly. The paperwork is clear. The HOA has no authority here. The air shifted instantly. Relief flooded through me, but I kept my face calm, arms crossed. So, Karen, I said softly, about those rules you were waving around. She stammered, her words breaking. I was just trying to protect the community. You don't understand, but everyone did. Her power had evaporated, exposed under the summer sun. Karen's desperation spiked. She grabbed the papers off the table, waving them frantically. If everyone just ignores the HOA, then what's the point? There have to be rules. The officer cut her off sharply. Ma'am, the point of rules is to follow the law. And the law says this man owns the property. If you keep harassing him, you could face charges for trespassing. Her jaw dropped. For once, Karen was speechless. A laugh broke out from my guests. Then another. Nervous chuckles turning into full-blown relief. Karen's face twisted with rage and humiliation. Without another word, she spun around, her stack of HOA papers flapping like defeated flags in the wind as she stomped back toward the neighborhood. The lake erupted with laughter. My best friend slapped my back. Man, you should have seen her face. I finally allowed myself to grin. The weight lifted, the air clearing. The lake felt more peaceful than ever. As the sun dipped low and the fire pit crackled, I watched the lake shimmer with golden light. Karen had come in like a storm, armed with intimidation and fake authority. She expected fear, panic, surrender. And for a moment, she almost had it. But facts are stronger than fear. Calm is stronger than rage. That day, I learned something powerful. Sometimes, people like Karen survive only because others don't question them. They thrive on ignorance, on silence, on intimidation. But when you hold the truth and the proof, they crumble. So next time an HOA Karen storms into your life, remember this. You don't always need to shout. You don't always need to fight. Sometimes the strongest weapon is a calm smile and the right paperwork. Justice doesn't always come in courtrooms.